What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest AEX or AOSP extended ROM on this device. So let me quickly show you the settings panel, and everything is dark as you are noticing as by default over here. Let me show you the about section quickly. Inside Android version, we have the Android version is 9 of course, and on top we have the AEX logo. And from here you can see this is the version 6.7 official build of the AOSPextended ROM, and the security patch is of latest August 1st 2019. The stock kernel is like AEX Illusion 5.7 plus kernel. This is the 24th August 2019 build over here, latest build as of right now, and I have been using it for like past 2 days now pretty much. So here is my full review of it. As the stock launcher, let me show you that it has kind of the quick step launcher over here. As you can see, if you go into the launcher settings, it will say quick step launcher over here of course, and it has customizations of course. If you go into gestures, you will find the double tap to sleep gesture or double tap to screen off gesture, or you can swipe down from anywhere on the home screen to get to the quick settings panel or the notification panel. The UI feels like pretty smooth over here, no issues whatsoever, and you can just double tap anywhere on the home screen to make the phone sleep. And here is the fingerprint scanner speed. As you can see, it's not bad, it's pretty fast I would say, but it's not as fastest as like some other ROMs. This is pretty decent fingerprint scanner unlocking speed I would say. In terms of stock camera, here we have the MIUI camera. You can take portrait pictures and stuff, videos and stuff is working fine too over here, no issues whatsoever with the MIUI camera. Also, you can use Google camera if you want to in this ROM, but that is not like pre-installed, you have to install it manually. But camera to API is pre-enabled over here on this ROM, so you don't need to worry about that. To the left of the launcher, we have the Google Now cards, and one thing that I'm noticing here is the haptic feedback of this ROM. Whenever you tap the home button or the back button itself, the haptic feedback is a little bit on the harsh side. So that is how it is. It's a little bit harsh when compared to other ROMs. You can't really like lower it down or something, you can totally disable it. If you go into sound, we have the Mi audio enhancer over here, so the sound output via the headphone jack and Bluetooth as well is pretty fine. You can set from these many options from the like headphones option, so it has the Mi audio direct working fine. And this is the touch vibration or haptic feedback I was talking about. So yeah, that is how it is. It is a little bit on the like heavier side, and we have the vibrate for calls option and stuff. And yes, we do have a lot of customizations here, but before that let me show you how is the call UI over here. So the VoLTE calling, as you can see, is working fine, but there is a problem, like we can't record the calls of course by default over here in this ROM, so that is a bummer. And you can do video calls and stuff if you want to, but this is how the in-call UI looks like. It's pretty much the pixel experience dialer over here, and we have the VoLTE logo and stuff up top. Let me go into the like display settings now. So in the display settings you will find all these options. Let me show you one by one. We have the night light option which turns the display yellowish, so that thing is present. And if you go into adaptive brightness, we have the auto brightness option. Color settings are there, you can change or like calibrate the whole screen color. There is the hue, saturation, intensity and contrast of the screen. And also we have the sleep timer like setting option. Then we have the double tap to wake and pocket detection. Double tap to wake does work fine too. And inside UI style, we have a lot of UI options like light, dark, black, extended UI, chocolate and elegant. I'll just like go with light right now. It will just like restart the settings panel of course. If you set it to light, give it a moment. So as you can see, it's back on the like light theme. And if you go to accent colors, we have a lot of accent colors as you can see from the screen. There are plenty of colors if you want to customize it. And here we have the quick setting toggle styles, so you can change these quick setting toggle styles to these many options. So you can choose whatever you want from here. Let me choose it to this one. And also in terms of fonts, I would say yes, there are plenty of fonts changing option over here. As you can see, plethora of fonts option are there. We even have the Oxygen OS fonts and stuff, so no issues whatsoever here. As you can see, the Slate from OnePlus, so a lot of fonts options are present over here. You can also change the whole screen font size, display size and the DPI of the screen. And here let me go back. Inside extensions, we get all the customizations, and by the way, here again the quick setting panel like toggle style changed, so this is pretty cool. And inside status bar, we have the status bar items. From here you can enable the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons from here. And we have the clock settings, so you can customize this clock over here. Status bar battery style is there. By default it's set to Q. You can also change it to dotted circle or something, but big dotted circle is not there, or even big circle is not there. We have the percentage changing position to like next to the battery or like inside the battery icon. And over here, if you want to enable the traffic indicator, you can do it to the network traffic indicator. We have the carrier label customization. Then we have the MISC settings. We have a AEX logo if you want to enable it, and VoLTE icon is present over here. And status bar and brightness control by this like status bar gesture is present over here. And as you can see, this works flawlessly. This is a really cool feature and I use it on my daily basis. So I would say this is a really great feature to have in every ROM. And we have the framework value customization from here. Let me go back. If you want to go into the notification panel, well, here we have the notification panel customization. We have the quick pull down, smart pull down, etc. options over here. And we have more things like vibrate on toggle touch, etc. And inside notifications, we have the heads up disabling option. Then we get the battery charging LED or the notification LED customization. Then we get the in-call vibration options over here. This works fine. Let me go back. Inside navigations, well, one thing that I wanted to mention, if you go into the navigation, let me show you inside the like stock settings over here. You won't find the invert the layout option. You have this layout option, but you won't find the layout inverter. So over here, if you go into the editor, you have to pull this back button all the way down like below overview to get the back button to the right side. And one thing is that like this is kind of buggy, I would say. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, but if you like set it this way and if you set the back button to the right, and then if you want to go home, you can tap over here, but it has a bug that even if you touch over here, it goes home. As you can see, I'm touching the far left side of the nav bar, it still goes home. So that is one bummer. And one thing that the Android Pie like rotation option is like appears over here. As you can see, it is there, but it does not appear to the left right now, it appears to the right. I think you can change it, yeah, but that's how it is when you change the back button to the right side. We have the one-handed mode, then we have the pixel animation, then you can change the portrait height and stuff of this navigation panel and even landscape width. Then we have the pulse option, and you can change the navigation mode to smart bar or fling to if you need. Let me go back, and if you want edge gestures, yes, this is there, the navigation gestures, but this is not quite the edge gestures which we get like that shows the animation of the going back and stuff. That is not this. You have to swipe up from the corners to like get back or like get home. So that is how it is. Inside recents, we have the like recents panel changing option to Pi or audio. Then we have the icon pack and stuff. Let me go back. Inside lock screen, you will find most customizations of the lock screen. As you can see, face auto unlock is there. And by the way, I flashed this ROM which comes with the preloaded GApps. You have two versions of this AOSPExtended ROM. One is without GApps and one is with GApps. So when I was downloading it, the without GApps one was not available. So I downloaded the with GApps one. And with this, you get this Google keyboard by default. And as you can see, this Google keyboard has kind of a theme going on of the AOSPExtended. If you look closely, as you can see, this is how it looks like. Pretty dope style, I would say. And at first I was thinking this is not the Google keyboard maybe, but it is a Google keyboard and it has a theme like this by default. So this is pretty great. If you want to flash the like ROM over here, just follow this video on from this card right now and you will know how to flash this ROM. So here we have the fingerprint unlock too. So always unlock with the fingerprint scanner is there. And of course, I already talked about the face unlock. If you want to enable the face unlock, you have to like set up your smart lock and stuff, face recognition stuff. If you do that, face auto unlock should be working fine when this feature is enabled. And this fingerprint unlock, even after you reboot, you do not have to enter your PIN. You can directly tap your fingerprint scanner and your phone will be unlocked. So that is really great. We have the double tap to sleep on the lock screen. This is how the like lock screen looks like. It looks pretty dope, I would say. And here we have the weather and stuff, of course. And there is the Android Q style clock over here. You can change the clock style to like these many options over here. So a lot of clock style present over here for the lock screen. We also have the lock screen charging info and stuff. We also have the lock screen shortcuts too if you need. Let me go back to system, and inside general tweaks we have the 3-finger screenshot gesture, and as you can see it works, but it is not quite the Pixel Experience Plus kind of screenshot. I would say you don't get the like long screenshot taking options. And we have the animations, so you can change these like animations to CRT or scale or default. Like you can choose whole UI animation from here, list view animation and stuff, everything is present over here. So nothing is skipped in this ROM, I would say. And if you go to buttons, we have the screen off, power button, torch. This does work fine. And here we have the volume panel. If you want the ring volume, always you can choose it to that. And as you can see, you can expand the volume over here. As you can see, you can expand the volume panel like this. This is pretty like usable. Then we have the power menu, and here we have the advanced reboot option. Let me show you that if you go into advanced, we have the directly rebooting to recovery, fast boot, etc. options. Let me go back quickly. Inside gaming mode, of course, this is a gaming mode which makes the phone into like do not disturb mode whenever you are playing PUBG or something. So it's pretty neat. Let me go back now. So that is all customizations over here. And in terms of battery life, I would say the battery life seems to be decent. You can definitely get about 6 to 7 hours of screen on time with this ROM. So I would say it is pretty good in terms of battery life. I have got about 2 hours of screen on time right now, and I have like 75% battery left. So you can calculate with that you can definitely get 6 to 7 hours of screen on time with this. And you can also disable this wake up on charge if you don't like it. And it also shows the battery temperature over here in the battery settings. So that's quite cool. Now let me open some of the apps and show you guys the app open up speeds and the RAM management over here. And here, as you can see, I have this LED Rgb Remote App. So the IR cluster, I did test it and it does work fine over here in this ROM if you need it. Now talking about Google Pay, yes, Google Pay does work fine. Let me open some of the apps like from memory again, and let's see if any of the apps have been removed from memory. So looks like nope. All the apps stays in memory and there is no issues with the memory management over here, even though this is a 4GB RAM variant of this device. So I would say this ROM is pretty fine. Even like widgets and stuff, as you can see from the screen, is working fine. And again, Google Pay or any other banking app should be working fine out of the box over here in this ROM. So that is great. And in terms of PUBG, let me show you by opening PUBG in which settings you can play this like game on this ROM. So as you can see from the graphic settings over here, you can play on HD and high, or you can go balanced and high or smooth and high. So all the high settings are present over here. So no issues whatsoever, I would say, regarding PUBG gaming. Of course, HDR is not available over here for this device. And one more cool thing that I am noticing over here, that there is the AEX wallpaper app, and you can choose from lot of like this ROM's wallpaper over here. And as you can see, it loads from like the internet, so you have to give it some time. And as you can see, there are plenty of wallpaper like collections over here for this AOSPextended, and you can choose whatever you want. There are like plenty of dark theme kind of wallpapers, and you can go to the collection section too. So that is really great that we have bunch of wallpapers for this specific ROM. So that's been it guys for the AOSPextended ROM for this Redmi Note 5 Pro. Let me know what do you guys think about this ROM for this Redmi Note 5 Pro in the comment section below, and if you really want to flash this or not. Thank you so much for watching guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD and Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.